Guys, I'm Travis. We're going with the flow RV adventures. Today I'm going to install a micro air EasyStart to my mid AC unit. I'm only doing one. This is the first time I ever do it, so it ought to be cool. There's a diagram Micro Air shows you, has on their website. I've also watched a couple of videos on other folks installing it. My AC unit is a Coleman Mach 8. It's a low profile, so first thing I'm going to do is take the cover off of it. So pretty easy to do. Four screws, and cover comes right off. So after removing the cover to the AC unit, the instructions say to get easier access to where we're going to mount the EasyStart, as well as get to the wires on the box here. I'll show you in a second, but it's easier to just remove the fan. Now there's 3 screws on it. You got to have something that's able to reach them. Down up in here, right here. So I have this 9mm thingamajig, and you just loosen them up. They come right off. And there's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. So there's one little nut, same size as the fan, right here, that I just took that nut off, and this cover comes right off of here. And so there you have it. So under the cover there's a diagram. This diagram shows, how the wiring is, and we'll have a look at that and see what wires I need to disconnect. We're going to disconnect the hard start capacitor first, which is this thing. We're going to do away with this thing right here entirely. So while I'm in here, I'm going to clean this off, because that's where I'm going to mount the EasyStart. At least get that pretty clean around all of this inside area while I'm in here, and have the cover off. And the EasyStart is going to mount right here, right up in here. And they give you quite a bit of wiring, so it's going to sit under the fan, which go over, the fan will go over it. And this wiring here will come around and into the box here. We'll make some connections on there on where they go. But that's about, now they give you this tape in the installation kit. There's tape in this kit here with some other connectors and so forth that come. It's a little, I think $10 for that, but I think it's worth it. So it comes with this awesome tape that you won't even have to have any screws on there. No screws at all on there. Just mount it with the tape. Right where. So I mounted. I put the VBS tape on there. It's a really strong tape, and I'm just going to mount it right about there, out of the way. Piece of cake. Alright. And they give you plenty of wire, so I'm going to wrap this wire around the compressor this way and zip tie it about right here somewhere, and it'll come into the box on these other wires. But first we got to get them connected. That's the next step. Alright guys, so the next thing we need to determine is we're going to be disconnecting this right here. This guy is a hard start capacitor. It's got a yellow wire and a red wire coming out of it, and we have to be pretty we're going to be disconnecting those permanently, so that we got to just make sure we follow them, make sure they're down. I've already found where they're at, so we'll go up in here. So in here, the yellow wires here that came out of that hard start capacitor, which goes into this, and again, this is the Mach 8, the Coleman Mach 8 series. So that yellow wire comes into here, into this box. We're going to be disconnecting this guy, and then the red wire comes all the way in and is right here on this black piece here, and we're going to be doing away with that. So we're going to start with disconnecting this and this thing and connecting them back in the appropriate spots where they go. We'll get started with that. Okay. Okay, so now that we disconnected this little black piece, we're not going to use that anymore. So the next thing is we're going to do away with that completely. So now we're going to reattach this double bolt, this double connector here, back where that black piece was. Just push it down in there. And then this guy next to it, this orange wire, I'm going to disconnect that one, pull that out completely. Alright, got that guy off. Okay, now that we have this guy back on and in place, we now have to disconnect this yellow guy here, which goes all the way out to the hard start capacitor. So we want to pull that one out as well. Alright, that guy was tight. So he's gone. Now these are all the wires from the EasyStart. I'm going to fish those through here before I make the connections, because it's a lot easier. Let's just get them all out the way here. Of course, I don't have power on this thing, so that's step one. Disconnect all the power going to your unit. Alright, so here's all my guys here to the EasyStart. We'll just tuck them away. Don't need them just yet. Alright, the next step is this white wire here. These are the EasyStart wires, but this white wire here goes through here into the compressor. We're going to disconnect that white wire from the panel box as well. We're going to use that, but we're going to disconnect it. These are the two we're not using that are from the hard start capacitor. Alright, we'll get this here. We're going to join this to the brown wire next. So just got to put my connections on, get them nice and tidy, and then we're ready to join some wires together. Alright, so now I had to take a break because I didn't have enough of these larger connectors. They only came with two. The ones I needed were these guys, and that would be the female, and they only had two of those, and they had these little blue ones in the pack that were really too small, not worth doing anything with, these little guys. So they really should have 4 of these at least instead of 2. Anyways, so I made a run. I got me some more of these connectors, and I got them all connected to the wires. Now we'll reattach them. So basically, I'll point things out here. So now here's the orange wire that we unplugged over here on this black thing. Now this orange wire is going to go right back down here, and that guy's going right on there. Just like that. And then we got the white wire from the compressor that I originally unplugged from back here. This guy back here, I unplugged it from there. That is going to go to the brown wire of the capacitor, no, of the EasyStart. The brown to the white. Okay, let's get that in there like so. Alright, so it was being a little stubborn, but I got it in there. So the white from the compressor to the brown of the EasyStart. Now we got this black one here. We're going to plug that one from the EasyStart into this terminal right behind this here. Alright, and then here's the white. This is from the EasyStart as well. It's going to go right back here on this terminal. Right on there. There. And that's all the wiring. Make sure everything is still snug on there. I think I'm going to wrap this up. These were the hard capacitor wires that we disconnected. I'm just going to tie those in somewhere. Wrap those up, tidy up a bit. Put the fan back on, well, the cover on this first, and then we'll be done. Alright guys, so I kind of got all the wires together. They're all in the right place, tidied it up a bit. I'm about to put the cover back on and the fan back on. So let's take a look at what we got here. So we got the white wire coming from the compressor that was originally attached back here. That goes to the EasyStart brown wire, and I taped that up. And I got the orange wire from the hard start capacitor here, and that was originally back here on that black piece. I took that completely entirely off. We don't need that anymore. And this was attached to this black piece, which goes right on there. And then I connected the EasyStart orange wire to that back part of that power. And then I came over here with the black wire, put a fitting on there from the EasyStart and connected that here. And then the original white wire that was to the compressor, that's now to the EasyStart. I took the EasyStart white wire and put on that fitting back there, and that's all the wiring. Tuck this away, that's not going to be used. Put the cover back on, and there you go. Alright, so we're back inside and got everything back together and tested it out. Everything works correctly. So just let's turn the mid AC on here. And it works pretty well, actually. I can tell the difference anyway as it comes on. The fan comes on first and then the compressor. So there's the fan. And I'm hooked up to generator power now, so I can tell a big difference on the amount of load that is hitting my generator all at one time. So it's kind of hard to see on my screen here, otherwise I'd show you, but everything works well. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button, and if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. And until next time, we'll see you.